Imagine yourself at 100 years old. You're not lying in a hospital bed, frail and dependent. Instead, you're sitting in your garden, sipping tea, telling your grandchildren stories they've never heard before. Your eyes sparkle with energy, your laughter fills the air, and your mind is as sharp as ever. Now here's the truth. Reaching 100 isn't just about good luck or perfect genetics. Scientists studying the world's longest living people have found that your daily choices matter far more than your DNA. In fact, research suggests that lifestyle accounts for up to 90% of how long we live, while genetics only play a small role. That means your future is in your hands. And today, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful lifestyle tips that can help you not only live to 100, but live well along the way. Aging is inevitable, but how we age is not. Across the globe, there are regions known as blue zones, where people regularly live into their 90s and beyond, with many reaching 100 in remarkably good health. These zones include Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya in Costa Rica, Icaria in Greece, and a Seventh-day Adventist community in Loma Linda, California. In these places, chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and dementia are rare. People remain active and independent well into their later years. What makes their lives different from ours isn't expensive supplements or secret medical treatments. It's their simple, consistent daily habits. And the best part, you don't need to move to a blue zone to adopt them. You can start right now, wherever you are. Tip 1. Eat for longevity. When researchers look at centenarians' diets, one pattern stands out. They eat mostly whole, plant-based foods. In Okinawa, the diet is rich in sweet potatoes, bitter melon, soy products, seaweed, and a rainbow of vegetables. Meat is eaten occasionally, and fish appears just a few times a week. One unique habit they practice is hara-hachi-bu, which means eating until they're about 80% full. This prevents overeating, aids digestion, and helps maintain a healthy weight without strict calorie counting. In Sardinia, fresh vegetables, whole grains, beans, and olive oil dominate the table. Goat's milk cheese is common, and meals are often enjoyed with a small glass of red wine. Centenarians here rarely snack mindlessly. Instead, they eat at set times and savor each meal slowly, often in the company of others. Science backs this up. Diets high in fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains provide antioxidants, which combat free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. Fiber from plant foods supports gut health, which in turn boosts immunity and reduces inflammation, a key driver of chronic disease. Compare this with the standard modern diet, heavy in processed foods, refined sugar, and unhealthy fats, and the difference is staggering. Studies show that ultra-processed foods are linked to higher risks of obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even certain cancers. If you want to eat for longevity, the rule is simple. The fewer ingredients on the label, the better. Real-life example. Maria, a 102-year-old Sardinian woman, has eaten the same breakfast for decades: a slice of whole grain bread, a drizzle of olive oil, and a cup of black coffee. Lunch is vegetable soup with beans, and dinner is a salad with seasonal greens. She's never been on a diet in her life, yet she's living proof that simplicity works. Tip 2. Move your body daily. Exercise doesn't have to mean sweating through an intense workout at the gym. In fact, people in blue zones rarely exercise in the way we think of it. Instead, movement is woven into their daily lives. In Okinawa, elders tend their gardens, which involves bending, lifting, and walking. In Sardinia, shepherds walk several miles up and down steep hills every day. In Nicoya, locals cycled to the market or walked to visit friends instead of driving. These regular, low-intensity movements keep muscles strong, joints flexible, and hearts healthy without the strain of extreme training. Research shows that consistent, moderate activity can reduce the risk of chronic diseases, improve mental health, and increase lifespan. Even more interestingly, it improves balance and mobility, helping prevent falls, a major health risk. For older adults, if you want to apply this to your own life, think about ways to incorporate movement naturally. Walk or bike instead of driving short distances. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Do household chores like sweeping, gardening, or carrying groceries. If you sit for long periods at work, get up every 30 to 40 minutes to stretch and move. Real example. Shizuko, a 97-year-old Okinawan woman, begins her day by tending to her garden. She crouches to pull weeds, lifts watering cans, and walks around her yard for hours. She doesn't see it as exercise. It's simply part of her life. And it's this constant, gentle activity that keeps her body strong. Asterisk tip 3. Build strong social connections. Asterisk one of the most surprising factors in longevity is the strength of your social ties. Loneliness isn't just emotionally painful, it's physically damaging. Studies have found that chronic loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases the risk of heart disease, depression, anxiety, and even premature death. In blue zones, community is everything. In Okinawa, people form moai, lifelong circles of friends who meet regularly for companionship and support. In Sardinia, neighbors gather daily in the village square for coffee and conversation. In Loma Linda, church members share meals, volunteer together, and check in on one another regularly. Strong relationships provide emotional support during tough times, create a sense of belonging, and encourage healthy habits. Friends can motivate you to stay active, eat well, and take care of yourself. They also reduce stress, which we'll talk about in the next section. If you want to strengthen your own social connections, start small. Invite a friend for a walk. Call a family member you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a local club or volunteer group. Make an effort to spend time with people who lift you up rather than drain your energy. Asterisk tip 4. Manage stress wisely. Asterisk stress is part of life, but chronic stress can age you prematurely. It raises cortisol levels, increases blood pressure, weakens the immune system, and even shortens your telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of your DNA, that play a role in aging. Centenarians have daily rituals that help them relax and reset. In Okinawa, people take time each day to honor their ancestors, which gives them a sense of perspective and gratitude. In Icaria, Greece, afternoon naps are common and socially accepted. In Loma Linda, a weekly Sabbath provides a full day of rest and reflection. Science supports these practices. Mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, and even simply spending time outdoors have been shown to lower stress hormones and improve mood. Gratitude practices can shift your brain's focus from negative to positive, reducing anxiety and increasing happiness. You can create your own stress management toolkit. Try setting aside 10 minutes a day for deep breathing or meditation. Take regular breaks to step outside and get fresh air. Disconnect from screens for an hour in the evening and use that time for reading, prayer, or quiet reflection. These simple habits can have a profound effect on your health over time. Asterisk tip 5. Prioritize quality sleep. Asterisk sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. During deep sleep, your body repairs tissues, your brain processes memories, and your immune system strengthens. Without enough rest, your risk of chronic diseases skyrockets, and your cognitive function declines. Centenarians tend to have consistent sleep schedules. They go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. They avoid heavy meals and alcohol before bedtime, and they keep their bedrooms cool, dark, and quiet. Many also avoid screens in the evening, allowing their bodies to produce melatonin naturally. If you struggle with sleep, start by creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Dim the lights an hour before bed, sip a calming herbal tea, read a physical book, or listen to soothing music. Avoid caffeine after midday and keep your bedroom free of electronics. Asterisk reaching 100 isn't about chasing youth, it's about embracing a lifestyle that keeps you vibrant at every age. By eating nourishing foods, moving daily, nurturing strong relationships, managing stress, and sleeping well, you're stacking the odds in your favor. These aren't quick fixes, they're lifelong habits. But the payoff is worth it. More energy, better health, and more precious time with the people you love. If you found this video inspiring, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you care about. Remember, you can't control everything about aging, but you can control how you live today. And the choices you make now could help you celebrate that 100th birthday in the best health of your life.